Hey YouTube, hope you guys are doing good out there. Alright, so today's video is more or less a reaction video to another channel, and their channel is called Let's Talk Tactical. Alright, so we're talking about, is the Radian Ramjet and Afterburner ideal for EDC? And their conclusion was no, and the reason being because the concussive force of the gases coming out from the top instead of the front, it is a little bit louder to the naked ear, and which they did test. I do not suggest you guys doing that. They decided to put their hearing on the line in the name of science, and they got some good data points. And Let's Talk Tactical related that the concussive force from it, it would cause like a little bit of blinking or a little bit of flinching with that, and that's understandable. However, my counterpoint to that is, yes, even though that is a thing, during an adrenaline type of event, or adrenaline inducing type of event, I don't think that would be as big of an issue as one would think. All right, so quick war story. 2008, me and another platoon mate were laying down a little bit of cover fire, and he was on the left side of me. His muzzle was literally less than a foot away from my head, not like in a dangerous way like flagging or anything, because he wasn't flagging me. But anyways, we're putting some fire down range, and anyways, my earbud on my left ear was not in all the way. All right, and so the loudness from that, yeah, I was feeling it, but I was still able to put shots where I wanted them to go. Actually, a thing that hurt the most in the moment was the brass actually going down my back from his ejection port. But with that being said, it did hurt like crazy just right after we got done shooting. Now, it wasn't like he was shooting full automatic like that one scene in Black Hawk Down where like Wobble or whatever his name is just getting like blasted in the ear by his buddy Saw. But I was still able to make my shots. Now, there is another point that Let's Talk Tactical related to. It was like, for EDC, it may just serve you better, maybe get a little bit better of a trigger, to where you can control your shots a little bit better that way, versus the recoil mitigation, of decreasing the rise and fall of the gun while in action from the compensator. And to that I say, I mean, that's not a bad idea. I like running my stuff OEM. Of course, you can get, heck, you throw a stone, you could probably find a good aftermarket trigger for a Glock. But I'm going to be running the trigger stock, and I am going to be keeping the Afterburner and Ramjet on there, just because, yes, it will be a little bit louder. Would it be unpleasant? Probably. But if I have to deploy this in an up close and personal type of situation, then I don't think that's going to be as much of an issue, and I'd rather have all them shots going in a smaller area in quick succession, right, versus like kind of maybe dropping down or having a little bit I wouldn't say less control, but the compensator really does help with that recoil mitigation. But anyways, what I want you guys to do is leave your thoughts and comments down below. And I also want you to go check out Let's Talk Tactical's channel so you can see their video, because it's him and a couple of buddies of his that test all this out, so you can hear all their data points and make your own conclusion from there. I do agree that, yeah, this is going to be louder, but is it going to be, I don't know, as much of a detriment? Maybe, maybe not. I've not tested it myself, without hearing protection, so take my advice and my opinions with a grain of salt, since I actually did test it. But anyways, like I said, just leave your comments if you have not done so. Please leave a like, and if you feel you got anything out of this video or any of my other videos, please hit that subscribe button. More the channel grows, the more motivated I am to actually put effort into it. So anyways, there you go. All right, and as always, love yourselves, love one another, most of all, love God, because he loves you. All right, later.